Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. My clients are all throughout the United States, and we can represent you no matter where in the U.S. you are located. To get started with us, if you want to have a conversation with me privately, you can do that by scheduling a consultation. So you can schedule a consultation by calling our office, which is 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Um, and you can talk to my assistant, Ara, who is wonderful, and she will schedule a consultation for you and process your payment. If you want to schedule on your own, that's an option too, because especially right now, our office is only open until 5 p.m. Eastern time. So our phones are only handled until 5 p.m. Eastern time, but you can go online on Facebook and you can look at our company page, which is at Agarwal Immigration. Our handle is at Agarwal Immigration on all our social media platforms. And you can schedule on your own. So there's a link there to Calendly where you can see my calendar and get on my calendar and have a confidential consultation. We can represent you no matter where in the US you are located. So make sure that if you'd like to work with us, that's not the reason why you choose not to work with us, right? We can help clients no matter where in the US you are located. Okay, great. So I start off, if you've never joined me before, I start off with a question of the day, and you also have the opportunity to put your own questions in. So feel free to type your questions into the chat. I would love to answer them for you. And I understand that immigration is really complicated, but I will be able to help you hopefully today clarify some points that might have been confusing to you, but also to let you know what you can ask on. You can ask pretty much on any kind of immigration case. So I handle employment-based immigration, humanitarian cases, many humanitarian cases, family-based green cards as well. So I am going to look through here. Great. So we're streaming live on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. We just started doing that recently, and hope it's going okay. I don't actually know whether it's working or not, but please say hello if you're watching. I would love to know where you're watching from. If you have a question, put it in here and I can answer it for you. Okay. Hi, Papa Lee. Nice to see you. Great, so go ahead and put your questions in and I can answer them for you. I want to get started with a question that came up. I'm going to run through several questions that have come up in my practice, either through my clients or people have just been asking me on here that I haven't gotten to yet, so I want to make sure I get to them. Okay, so the question I want to start off with for the day is, how do I apply for a VAWA? How do I apply for a VAWA? Keep in mind that if you qualify for a VAWA, you might qualify for a green card as well, and you might be able to apply for it at the same time. So essentially, VAWA is for people that are married to either a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. That's our most common type. It could also be for people who it could also be for people who have U.S. citizen children who are at least 21, or someone who has a parent who's a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, right? So it could be for many different kinds of people. You might be able to qualify for VAWA. You can apply to USCIS and you provide evidence of the abuse. So keep in mind that it doesn't have to be physical abuse. It can be emotional abuse. You can apply for a work permit at the same time. You can apply for a green card usually, and travel authorization as well. So you submit all of that to the government. They're just applications and exhibits. There's no police report or anything like that necessary. If you have one, of course, you can include it if it helps your application, but that's how you apply for VAWA. So for us, if you work with us, we will kind of handle everything for you. We will give you a list of documents that we need from you. We'll put them together as exhibits. We will complete the forms. We'll schedule intakes with you to make sure that your statement of abuse has all of the required information that's going to be strong for your case, right? So we're going to advocate for you through your application. So that's the way we handle it. We can usually, if you start with us, we usually are able to file your VAWA application in about 2 to 3 weeks from the time that you start with us. So that's how you apply for VAWA. You can apply directly with USCIS. There is an interview for a green card, but just for VAWA alone, there's no interview. And here's the thing, your spouse does not get involved. So if you're filing based on an abusive marriage, your spouse is never contacted. Your spouse is not supposed to be contacted because technically they're the abuser, right? And it's kept confidential from them unless you want to tell them. Then of course you're welcome to do that. So if you'd like to talk about VAWA green card, please give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I just want to share today was a really exciting day for us. We just got a VAWA approved and a green card, a VAWA-based green card approved. The entire thing took us a little over a year, so about a year and 2 months from the time that we filed. We were able to get this person a green card. The VAWA portion of it was approved in approximately 6 months. The work permit came before that. I think it was just 3 or 4 months we received the work permit, and then we received the VAWA approval, which gave the person permission to live here forever and work here forever. This was even more exciting because we filed for her children as well, who were here without authorization, and they were able to get a green card based on our client's VAWA application. So it was really, really exciting. I've been excited all day to see this. So we had our green card interview this morning, and immediately, same day, it appears that the green card was approved and being produced and sent to us right now. So I personally am thrilled to see that. Anyway, so I am in VAWA heaven today. So if you want to ask questions about VAWA, especially, I would love to answer them for you. But really, ask about anything. My firm handles pretty much all types of immigration cases, and I should be able to help you with most types. Okay. All right. Okay. So, this is another question. What are the steps for applying for a VAWA? Right. What are the steps for applying for a VAWA? So you can apply usually for the I-360, which is the VAWA application. There are different forms, and you can usually apply for also the green card at the same time. So the VAWA and the green card can be applied for at the same time. You submit the application, and then usually within a few months, you get what's called a prima facie determination, which is kind of like a pre-approval of your application. They can still deny it ultimately, but they look at it and they think you have everything that's required. They want to spend more time doing checks. But this thing is really important because it lets you maybe get a driver's license. It protects you perhaps from removal. So it offers you some protection while your application is pending. So you can get that very quickly, usually after you file this VAWA petition. Okay. So basically the steps, if you want to work with us, if you decide to go with our law firm for a VAWA application, it would essentially be you contacting us and doing a consultation with us. So you can do that by calling our office, 703-348-1663, or go to @Agarwal Immigration. You can choose your own time right now if you would like, and see my availability and schedule yourself for a consultation. So you can do that as well. It's on Facebook @Agarwal Immigration. On our Facebook page, there's a link, and you're able to do it that way. So those two, you can call, or you can go to Calendly and you can schedule on your own. And we would do a consultation. I'd screen you, make sure that you're eligible, and then we would get the ball rolling from there. We would send you a contract, schedule intakes, give you a list of documents that we need from you, and put your application together. So that's how you file for VAWA. Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. Oh, another question here. Another VAWA question here. Do I need to submit an affidavit of support for VAWA? Do I need to submit an affidavit of support for a VAWA-based green card? No, actually. So there's no financial requirement at all. You do not need to make any kind of minimum income. Your spouse doesn't need to make any kind of minimum income for you to qualify for a VAWA-based green card application. So if you're concerned about that and you otherwise qualify for VAWA, don't let that stop you. You can apply for VAWA even if you don't have a minimum income. Okay? And you don't need a sponsor, a financial sponsor. All right? Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. All right, great. I have some questions here. Let me look at it. Okay. Sobo says, my asylum case, Sorry, good afternoon. Hi. My asylum case was approved about a month ago. Can I apply for travel documents and come back safely? Yeah, you can see if you can apply for advanced parole. You want to have a good reason for going. You definitely don't want to go back to your home country. What I would say is wait at least a year, apply for your green card, and then you can apply for advanced parole through your green card. Right? You can do that through your green card. Hi, Chandler. How are you? Attorney Mario. Hi, Attorney Mario. Thank you for watching. He says, thanks for sharing legal information to the public. You're welcome. He also says, I'm blurry. I don't know that sorry, guys. I don't know that I can fix that right now, but I'll look into that later. All right, great. Okay, here's some more questions. How do you prove a bona fide marriage for an immigration case? How do you prove a bona fide marriage? I'm guessing for any kind of immigration case. Okay. A bona fide marriage is basically a marriage, basically evidence that shows that you're not married just for immigration. Okay, it's essentially shows that you're not married just for immigration purposes. So the way you do that, usually if you have a bona fide marriage, then it's very easy. You have a lot of documents to prove this. So what you can do is stuff like, if you have a joint lease with both of your names on it, you can submit that you have a joint residence. You can show bank accounts with both of your names on the bank account, like a joint account, joint credit cards. If you own vehicles together with both of your names on the title, you could submit evidence of that. But you could also get creative. Things like if you've listed that person as your emergency contact, or if they've listed you as their emergency contact at work, or for something else, you could do that. If you have shared insurance, you could show evidence of that. There's many different ways where you can show evidence of a bona fide marriage, but the strongest pieces of evidence are things like joint finances, right? Joint finances, and then also children. Right? Don't forget about the children. So birth certificates for children born to both of you. There's no better evidence than that for a bona fide marriage. Okay? Hope that answers your question. I hope that was helpful. All right, great. Okay, so I have, can you include children on your VAWA self-petition? Can you include children on your VAWA self-petition? This is actually a really good question because we just got green cards for the primary applicant for our VAWA self-petition and her 2 kids. We got it today. It was very exciting. So the answer is yes. Yes, you can include children on your VAWA self-petition, minor children. So as long as they're under 21, you can put them on the application and they can get a green card right along with you. So that's another huge benefit for VAWA. Okay, and you getting VAWA and you getting a green card through VAWA also means that you can sponsor children that are abroad. Right, so that's huge as well. So don't hesitate. If you think you might qualify for a VAWA, you can get a work permit, you can get a green card, and ultimately citizenship, and also get your children status, your minor children status as well. Give us a call if we can help you. 703-348-1663. I should remind you, friends, if you haven't already liked us or followed us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, please do so. We are at Agarwal Immigration on all platforms. Okay, we're at Agarwal Immigration on all platforms. Make sure that you follow us. Those are the social media sites that we use most often: Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. All right, great. Another VAWA related question. So this is VAWA day. Seriously, this is real VAWA day. Okay. Can the government share information about my VAWA application with my spouse, with my abusive spouse? So no, absolutely not. So we have many people that are our clients that no longer live with their spouse as a result of the abusive behavior, right? Or their spouse has made it very clear that they're not going to be sponsoring the green card. This application is based on abuse, and everything you submit is protected and confidential. So nothing will be shared with the spouse. They won't even be contacted. They won't even be called. They have nothing to do with this application, right? So you tell your perspective, you share your story. They are not involved in this application whatsoever, right? But you do have to be truthful. That's actually very, very important. Be truthful. You know, you don't want to make anything up. You don't want to commit immigration fraud, but no, your spouse will not be contacted. You want to be descriptive and honest and open and be able to talk about the issues and problems in your marriage, and they are not involved. You'll get a green card completely on your own. Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. All right, I think I may have answered all my questions for today. Let me check again. Great. I have answered all my questions for today. If you know people that have immigration related questions, please share this with them. Share with others that share our page with them, share our post with them. Follow us, like us if you don't already. We're at Agarwal Immigration on all our platforms. And again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney helping clients all throughout the United States. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you soon.